What is going on YouTube? Today I am in the shop. I want to tell y'all this crazy ass story that happened to us today so that you guys can kind of know where today went. As you saw in the last video, I did buy another Accord. Really cool, clean car, but just no title, but I don't care about that. I don't want the car, I just want what's in it, which is the transmission. So we got that, right? We also got a running motor. The car has drove, it is running, driving, everything. So I don't want to let that motor go to waste. So I found another car that needs a motor. Well, today was a day for me to go pick that car up. And let's just say I drove 2 hours, like 2 hours and 5 minutes one way just to pick this car up. And when we get there, everything's good. I drove it, everything. I think Nisha got some clips. I'm gonna throw them in, I don't know, somewhere while I'm talking about this. Maybe now, maybe at the end of it, but I drove it, man. First of all, the guy really didn't know anything about cars at all. So he was panicking. Like, I kept telling him over the phone that I wanted to be able to drive it down the road and just see how the transmission shifts. Well, he's like, the head gas is bad, it's no fluid in it, it's gonna mess the car up if you drive it, blah, blah, blah. I was even trying to just get to drive it enough to put it on the trailer. He's like, no, the engine could go, it's already no fluid in it, it's gotta have fluid in it, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, long story short, I get there. The car looks way better in person than it did in the pictures. So I'm like hype as fuck. I'm like, yeah, we finna flip this thing. We finna make like at least $2 grand off of this car by itself. So I'm excited, right? We're gonna do some more B stuff. We're gonna get some stuff for the F to B. So I'm hyped. So dude is like, okay. I'm like, so you firm on the price? He's like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, F it. Here go the money. He goes in the house to get the title. I get it jump started and I just drive it. Like, I just take off because he's in the house looking for the title. So I just take off, I go down the street, shifts perfect. Now again, it was still cold, so maybe when it warm up, it might act up, I don't know. But I drove it down the street, turned around, reverse worked great, everything worked great, drove it back. No issues. The car smokes a lot, but that's not my concern. I was ready to put an engine in anyway, but the transmission felt amazing. Like, it felt perfect. So I'm hype as fuck. Like, the car drove, like, the trans is great. So I'm sitting here like, okay, man, it just needs a motor. The front bumper had a chunk missing out of it. Easy fix. We're gonna pull the one off of Nisha's. It got a little crack, but it's a lot better shape than the burgundy one. So I was gonna put that on there, paint match it, boom, we sell it for $2,500, move on, easy deal. So anyway, he comes back out. I park right behind my trailer. I'm ready to load this thing. He's about to sign the title. Nisha tells him where to sign the title. She specifically tells him where to sign the title. There's only one little spot where the seller signs. Dude signed the buyer spot.
They good right there.
Boxes don't actually start an 8-cylinder.
You said they don't
Those jump start boxes, they don't start an 8-cylinder.
Really?
It's weird. You're like, yeah, it cranks. It's like, but it's kind of dry.
trying. There you go.
How's it,
Yeah, title good. Title good. That's 3. She got a man. Where's the title? You serve her the title and completely fucked my whole vibe up. I was so freaking pissed. And today's Black Friday, so no DMVs, anything statewide is open because, they probably just took Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all that just for the holiday because Thanksgiving was yesterday. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. But yeah, so I'm fucked. I drove 2 hours and I can't get this car. And I'm so freaking, I was so disappointed and upset. It's crazy, guys, because I was psyched. I know you guys were gonna be so hyped to see me flip this car and to see the profit that we make and to get this B stuff on the way. I was so hyped. So that's kind of what happened today. But anyway, little shop update for y'all. Guys, check this thing out, man. 1 bay, 2 bay. And this stuff right here is just some trash stuff I'm gonna burn. So when I fire up the barrel again, I will be getting rid of this stuff. And then that should be pretty much it for now. Again, these panels here, I'm gonna throw in that silver CG that I just picked up when we're finished working on it. A lot of the leftover little junky stuff, I'm gonna toss in the back of that CG outside when I get ready to call the junk man to pick it up. So that'll be gone. But yeah, I went ahead and unboxed my new jack, even though I can't use it yet because I don't think I have any hydraulic fluid. For some odd reason, I don't remember the old school one needing this, but this one actually had a paper on top of it that said, take this plate off, release all the pressure, open the cap, add hydraulic fluid in there, close the cap, pump it a couple of times, let all the pressure out, and then open the cap and check it again. And if need be, add some more. I don't remember doing it with this older jack, but of course, as times change, they're gonna get cheaper, and I guess they're not putting fluid in them from the factory now or something. I don't know, but this thing has been a trooper. It still works flawlessly. But a couple months ago, probably like 6-7 months ago, they had these on sale, and I went ahead and picked one of them up just to have 2, just in case something ever happens to that one. Because that one is, you can see, man, it's old, but this baby here is fucking Cadillac status. But yeah, I gotta get some hydraulic fluid now because of course it needs it and they don't include it in the box. Side note, boys, check out this light here. Got this thing off Amazon. It was a 2-pack. It's got the dim mode, and it's also got an even dimmer mode, and then a little top spotlight looking light. But yeah, pick these up off of Amazon or eBay, one of the two, for 30 bucks for 2 of them. So as you can see, we got another one sticking up there. Just pulled them out. This is my first time using them. I did charge both of them to the max, but I'll let you know how they do over the coming months or whatever I'll be using them and give y'all some feedback. But it's neat though, they got these sliders to where you can hook and magnetize it to stuff. The only thing I wish it did that it doesn't is it does not flex. So you can't like flex the top like the Harbor Freight flashlight does. But other than that, it's really a neat work light, so definitely cool. But yeah, so in the last clip, y'all did hear it running, and you can tell it's got the slightest miss. I think it's coming from this cylinder right here, because when I unplug the spark plug, it seems like it doesn't really change it. Now you can see, like, what is this going to? Like, why is there a random ass wire that's just, it's hooked to sort of a bolt on the motor, but it doesn't go to anything. Like, there's some shady crap going on with this car. So what I think I want to try to check first is that injector on that cylinder, because honestly, I feel like F23s are pretty much the worst cars when it comes to the injectors. So I think that's gonna be my first check, and then we'll just go from there. But yeah, it's a pretty clean engine. It's got a little bit of an oil leak, but it doesn't seem like anything block-wise is leaking. It seems like it's mostly like maybe this valve cover gasket. Of course, we'll probably do a rear main seal in it when we get ready to swap the transmission. But yeah, other than that, man, it's really clean. The car's got, I think it was 214,000 miles on it. So it's really not that bad, but it's just crazy to me. Like, they got shit just rigged up everywhere. Like, this goes and hits something over here, and it's, yeah, like, it's a lot of reasons why we don't want to keep this car, guys, because it's a lot of rigging stuff going on. Like, for example, the AC controls, it just cuts on when I turn the car on. Like, it's always air blowing, but the AC doesn't cut on. Like, you can't hit the AC button and turn it on. So I don't know if that's how they got the fans working. I don't know, but whatever that mess is a freaking mess, and I do not want to deal with it. So it just makes me feel better about tearing this thing apart. The only thing is, like I said, I want to check into that skip and see if we can get it to smooth out, and go from there. Aside from the slow leak that this thing has, it actually freaking works, man. And I'm definitely down on that cylinder, because I checked the one right beside it. This thing got up to about 100 and, it might have been either between 125 and maybe 150. It got up pretty good. And this cylinder right here, that thing only will go up to like maybe 50. So there's definitely something wrong in that cylinder. What I did just a minute ago is I did the old dump a cup of oil into that cylinder to see if it bumps the compression up. That'll let me know that it's probably like the rings or something, why it's not holding compression. Otherwise, there's something off. I don't know if maybe it needs a valve adjustment or what, but I mean, the car runs good. It's just got that miss, and I see why now. This cylinder is definitely down, and I'm hoping it's nothing major. I'm hoping we can do maybe a valve adjustment, maybe a valve is staying open so it's seeping past or something. But for now, guys, that's pretty much where I'm at with this motor. I know now what's going on. I know it's something with that cylinder. So maybe since we got a little more time and we couldn't get that other car today, maybe we'll play around with it this week. I'm gonna try to get in touch with Jeff, see if I can get him to come up here. Maybe we'll do a valve adjustment just to rule that out. Double check timing, make sure all that's good, which I'm thinking it is. And from there, we just see what we can do, man. See if we can get that compression back on this cylinder, because if we can, this motor should smooth out. Otherwise, the motor is pretty much not worth using right this second. And we might as well just try to fix the head gasket on the other car if we get to that point. Like if we can get that car, as long as bro gets the title and stuff and everything clears, then we'll definitely go through with that. But yeah, this is kind of how things go, man. The dude that I bought this car from, I don't think he knew. He might have knew, but I don't think he knew enough to know that it was down cylinder, because he was trying to say that it was because of the motor mount, why it shaped like that, but it's definitely not. Like, bad motor mounts don't give you that type of shake. It's definitely off a cylinder. And the funny thing about it, guys, it actually pulls pretty good to be down a cylinder. So with all four again, it should definitely pick a little power up. But yeah, I think that's pretty much where I'm gonna wrap this video up at, guys. I feel really good about this, man. I feel great. It's good being back in the shop, man. It's good being able to see the shop floors again. Oh my God, the floors are there. It's cool as fuck, bro. So I'm hype about this. Again, baby steps, guys. We're gonna be getting into some hardcore stuff here over the next couple of days. I think Saturday, well, tomorrow Saturday, I think either tomorrow or Sunday, I might go ahead and try to pull this motor out. I'm gonna see how I feel, because I definitely wanna go ahead and get this transmission set to the side, and maybe even go ahead and get the van in here and start tearing that apart, because right now, guys, I got an entire week before we can hopefully get that burgundy car. So my original plan was to get that up and going first to sell so that I could hurry up and get my money back. But now, since I have to wait and I have the transmission for the van, I mean, why not go ahead and try to get the van knocked out, get that back up and going, and at least have one of our projects that we need to get done over this winter done. So then once we do get the burgundy car, we'll already have this motor, which I don't know if we'll use now. And yeah, we can just pull whatever else we need off this car, go ahead, call the junk guy, let him pick it up and make that 200 bucks back. So anyway, either way this falls, guys, we're definitely gonna see profits in all of this stuff at the end of the day. So I'm not mad. It's just how Honda stuff goes. And sometimes you buy good stuff, sometimes you buy stuff that is not so good. But either way, this transmission does check the boxes. So I think we'll go ahead with ripping this motor out as soon as possible. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Smack that like button for me if you're excited to see me back out here in the shop, getting some stuff done. Of course, I appreciate all my long-time subscribers. I appreciate everyone that's hung around through all the slower, not so exciting work, and we're about to get back into this stuff and get our hands dirty again. So yeah, I will catch y'all next time. Remember, respect all bills. Peace out.